We're living in unprecedented time. At a time of a pandemic like this, it is way too easy to get confused and to have fear about what you should be doing with your money in your accounts, especially as you're looking at the volatility in the stock market and the financial sector.
Is this your homework, Larry?
Just ask him about the car, man.
Is this yours, Larry? Is this your homework, Larry?
Is that your car out front?
Is this your homework, Larry?
We know it's his fucking homework. Where's the fucking money, you little brat?
What's going on, everybody? Johnny here with 3 Candle Collective, bringing you another Bitcoin and altcoin cryptocurrency update. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Again, my name is Johnny. If you could go ahead and hit that like button, hit subscribe, and ding that bell, not only would it be greatly appreciated, it tremendously helps out the channel. Now let's hop into the Bitcoin technical analysis. Yesterday, if you caught the video, I presented a little trade for you guys to get into, and congratulations if you took the trade on this aggressive buy here. We are currently up from this entry point. Bitcoin is currently up about 5.5%, and if you used any leverage, you could add to that winning total. So I still have a trade open from way down here, from when Bitcoin finally broke out of this triangle. We opened an entry way down here, and we are up significantly through the duration of this amazing uptrend. However, we are getting close to the top. Looking at this 4-hour chart, we broke out of this ascending triangle. Bitcoin looks like it's going to retest this upper trend line, which could give you the possibility of a great re-entry here if Bitcoin is going to continue to the upside. However, we are looking for Bitcoin to have its blow off top and have a significant retrace before resuming its uptrend and confirming the continuance of this bull run that we are in. Now, there's a ton of bullish signs out there. I mean, you have PayPal, you have the institutional FOMO, you have a ton of the limited supply, blah, blah, blah about Bitcoin. One, guys, there's not really, I mean, there is a limited supply, but it's not, it's not as scarce as they would like you to believe as it is right now, but we could get to a point where it is. But let's go ahead and get into this technical analysis again. So Bitcoin came out, broke out of this ascending triangle. We're looking at the retest of this upper trend line, and then some bullish continuation. Okay, so we're looking for a move up to around the $21,133 area. If it breaks that, we could see 23,698, and if it breaks that, we could see 28,447. Now, if it continues, and if we get a huge move to the downside out of the DXY, we could see upwards of $46,000. It sounds a little incredible. It sounds a little ridiculous. However, it is not. But I want to show you guys something interesting. So this chart here, I have the what's called the Wukelich ratio. It's a take on the MVT, and it's been extremely accurate in calling Bitcoin's tops throughout its entire existence. As you can see here, when you get the red, it starts letting you know you're nearing the top here, and then you get the red sell signal, and then typically or historically it's got a pretty high accuracy rate letting you know when the top is in. You get the red sell dot, and then boom, it looks like we enter the bear market there right when the red dot hit. Now we are approaching a top here, but we have not gotten a red sell dot yet on this Wukelich ratio. When we do, that will let us know that either the top is in or we are approaching a local top and headed down for a correction before continuing further. So keep your eyes peeled, stay cautious, be very wary if you're entering into trades right now, because we are due for a correction at any time. We can go ahead and look at the Bitcoin price in a little bit more detail here. I can go over where I see the price going before we do get a correction. So let's go ahead and get rid of these lines, and I want to show you guys what we're working with here. So if we zoom out to the 8-hour time frame, what we're in is obviously we are in a parabolic move to the upside. And according to my TA, it looks like we are right at the base 2. So it looks like we had a base 1 form here. Actually, let's zoom out to the daily. It's a little bit easier to see. So base 1, boom, up to base 2. It looks like once we get up here, so once Bitcoin reaches this 618 Fibonacci extension, it looks like it should continue sideways for a little bit. Here I have Fibonacci time zones, and these have been pretty accurate on lower time frame parabolas and helping trade them and lining up when Bitcoin is going to make its next move to the upside. So we haven't really seen any crazy long wick high bar candles yet in this move to the upside, letting me know that we are not yet at the top. Once we get close to the top of this parabola, we will get some insane volatility. We will get a huge move to the upside, followed by a sharp retrace. Now, what I think is happening is we are about to reach the second base of this much larger parabola, and I have base 3 sitting right around $32,000. We should hit that somewhere in February of next year, and then moving up to a base 4 of somewhere around the $67,000-$68,000 area, looking like it might hit that way right around June of 2021. And then typically following the fourth base of a parabola, the next move up will be your sell point. So I have a sell point here of right around $187,000 by the 5th of January, or excuse me, the 8th of January in 2022. So this would be one heck of a ride if it were to play out. And one thing we're looking for to let us know when we have reached the top is when Bitcoin finally breaks this parabola, letting us know that we're due for a correction. So guys, I mean, I remain extremely bullish for the long term on Bitcoin, but if we have a look at the lower time frames, it does look like we are possibly, let's take a look at the 15-minute chart just so we can get some some idea of where Bitcoin is headed over the rest of the week. So let's go ahead and turn this on. So this is my 15-minute technical analysis again. Right. So we're on the 15-minute chart. Trading these moves to the upside can be pretty difficult, especially when they just continue to move and pump further. So we'll have a look here at the 15-minute chart. It looks like we have almost like a triple bottom forming here, or an inverse head and shoulders. We've got the peak of the final move, a small, very small consolidation before the next move, and it looks like Bitcoin is getting ready to head into that next leg to the upside. Now, again, congratulations if you entered the trade I mentioned yesterday. We are still in the money there, but here it looks like Bitcoin could be forming some sort of falling wedge before it breaks out. Now, this is a very, very, very small one, and it looks like it could have possibly broken this trend line, and it could be moving further to the upside. So as I mentioned with the Wukolich ratio earlier, we are approaching the top. So we're looking for a blow off top. We're looking for a strong move to the upside, and we're looking for crazy, insane volatility. So if we just take the Fibonacci extension tool to see what kind of targets might be in play here from the base of this previous consolidation, we should at least head up to the 161 or the 618, excuse me. That should be a great target for this move out of here, putting us just over 20K at right around $20,052, giving us a technical new all-time high. From there, I could see Bitcoin shooting up to around $20,834. And then if this is the top of this move, we could see a blow off top all the way up to the 1618 extension to $22,174, putting a button on the move to the new all-time high, followed by what I assume will be a drastic retrace. Now, we can go ahead and get an idea of where this retrace might come down to. If we draw or put a Fibonacci retracement tool on this entire move, so we'll go to the top and we'll say if we hit the $22,163 mark, we'll put this at the beginning of the parabolic move. Actually, I think let's go ahead and Yeah, so that's right. Okay, so we're moving down here, and I think that we might get a move all the way down to 13K. So if you missed this leg up and you're waiting to re-enter, or waiting if you got some cash on the sideline, $13,442 might be a great re-entry for you. Now, adding some confluence to this retracement, let's go ahead and get rid of all of these drawings so we can see what's going on here. So these are our possible reentry points. Now this yellow trend line down here, this would be the legacy trend line. The trend line that, let's go ahead and show you. So we'll just zoom out to the 2-day. The 2-day is showing that we are, following this legacy trend line, and a retest of this trend line is in Bitcoin's future. When it's going to come down and retest that line, we don't know. However, I feel like the next time that Bitcoin does come down to retest this trend line will be our next and last entry point to get in before this gets really going. Now, we could have gotten really going already. We could just be on our way to the moon and not looking back, which is very possible. However, with the players in this market, they are, they're market makers. They're trying to make money. They're trying to accumulate more Bitcoin. And one of the ways they can do that is by taking your Bitcoin, by manipulating the price and moving it up and down, hitting your stop losses, liquidating your trades. It happens. It definitely happens. This is not going to move up in a very straight, fluid line. This is going to have retests and retraces along the way. So be very prepared for that. Moving into some altcoins. So first, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance and see where we're at there. So looking at the Bitcoin dominance chart, this is on the daily. We were in what I believe to be a descending broadening wedge, which is typically a pretty bullish reversal pattern, but we're heading down. It looks like we got the pivot here. We got a higher low. Then we went up to retest this upper trend line of this falling wedge. Bitcoin barely broke out. Dominance tend to retrace, and we've been seeing quite the move out of altcoins over the past few days. And that's what you have going on here. Anytime Bitcoin dominance comes down a little bit, you're going to see altcoins pump. And it looks like we might be headed down again. So we might be getting some significant movement out of altcoins as we speak. But what I'm looking for here, we're waiting for this the Bitcoin dominance to come up and retest this upper trend line or possibly break through. This could be a fake out. We don't know until it happens. But we have to assume that price action is going to continue in the direction it's going until it doesn't. So we could have dominance come all the way down and retest this lower trend line of this descending broadening wedge, which would be outstanding for altcoins. Not necessarily for Bitcoin, but it doesn't mean that it's bad for Bitcoin. So, I mean, we'll definitely see a retracement sometime soon out of Bitcoin. And in that retracement, I do see Bitcoin dominance coming down and retesting this lower trend line. Let's go ahead and move into some altcoins. Again, in the last video, we went over a few. One we didn't go over was XRP. We can take a peek at that really quick. I'm not a big fan of XRP. To be honest, I really loathe the project. It goes against everything that Bitcoin stands for. However, I'm not very discriminatory against something that's going to make me money. So if there's a profitable trade to be had here, we're going to enter it. So right now it looks like XRP has gone up pretty significantly. I mean, we're up well over 100%. Actually, we're up almost 300% from the beginning of this move, which is incredible. And if we take a fib extension from the beginning of this move up to the previous high, that gives us a 168, or excuse me, that gives us a 618 extension of around $1.06, which would be incredible. And it would be how much of a move from where we're at now? About a 51.5% move from where it is right now. Now, looking at the price action on this 28 or 30-minute chart for XRP, it looks like we are forming an ascending triangle, which is a bullish continuation pattern. So if you are trading this XRP move to the upside, what you're looking for is a break of this 236 Fibonacci extension, which is also lining up with the resistance here, where XRP seems to be consolidating. And if you're looking to enter into a trade here, let's go into the 15-minute chart so we can zoom in just a bit. You're looking for an entry right around here, we should get a retracement to the point of control in the VPR. That would be an aggressive entry. Keeping your stop losses tight in case XRP happens to take its retracement off of this leg. And we're looking for a take profit 1 at the 618, which will be about 55%. And we're keeping this 382 line in mind because we may get a rejection there. It really depends on how strong of a move this breakout will be. We'll be able to tell when volume comes in and see if we're getting that volume confirmation. But one thing really impressive about this XRP move so far is the insane amount of volume coming in. So guys, if you're looking to get into an XRP trade here, again, your entry point would be right around 68 or 70 cents, which we're very close to now. Or if you're playing the breakout, you're going to wait for a breakout above 72 cents confirmed with a volume confirmation, and then you're going to buy in, and your first take profit, honestly, if it were me, my first take profit would be here at 16%. My second would be at this 0.5, right at 94 cents. And then, you know, hopefully we make it up to the 618, and that would be $1.06. Now, this is a parabolic move to the upside as well, so we could see a blow off top out of XRP. And if this does happen to be the last leg of this parabolic move to the upside for XRP, we could be seeing a move up another 130% to $1.57, or best case, absolute best case scenario, I move to the 1618 up around $2.94. I'm not saying that that is a real possibility. It's a lot more realistic for XRP to sit right around here at around $1. But you know, it's 2020. Crypto market is booming. You never know what we could see, but XRP is looking incredibly bullish right now. Let's go ahead and check out Cardano. Again, yesterday I let you guys know that this move up was possibly a retest of this lower trend line on a much bigger scale. So if we zoom out to the 2-day, we can see that XRP has just been falling after our previous mini altcoin season, and this would have been a neckline or a lower trend line for what appears to be a head and shoulders. So this head and shoulders broke. Actually, it started the break as a rising wedge. It broke to the downside, and then we got the Bitcoin dominance flip, and we saw Cardano shoot up. Actually shot up quite a bit. It shot up somewhere in the realm of, come on, you know, sometimes Tradingview is MFer and it doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do. It shot up good 70% before it started to come back down. Now, what I see Cardano doing now, again, you know, we're looking for that blow off top out of Bitcoin, but it looks like it's holding support here at this lower trend line or the neckline of the previous head and shoulders. I was hoping for a move back down here, about a 40 or 30% drop for a re-entry, but it looks like Cardano may be holding steady here. If this does, price targets are going to be insane over this next altcoin season. Again, it looks like we have again resistance here. That will be a target, and this is going to be some heavy resistance right here. So if Cardano can make it through here, significant upside will definitely be in the cards moving forward. I have my T1 here at right around 1200 sats, moving up to 1668. Again, you know, I do all of my trading in Bitcoin. I do not care about USDT value unless it's for trading Bitcoin itself. Again, and actually, let's talk about that right now. So if we take a look at the DXY, as I mentioned yesterday, seems to be almost in a parabolic move to the downside. Let's get rid of these indicators. Okay. And it just keeps furthering going down. Now, this is a 4-hour chart, and we see the DXY. You know, it looks like we were almost going to have a bullish reversal here with this inverse head and shoulders. We did break that bullish, but it turned out to just be more continuation to the downside. Now, this is great for Bitcoin and altcoins, should be great for gold, but we're not really getting much bullish momentum out of gold as well. A lot of people are realizing that Bitcoin is a much better gold than gold. So here with the DXY, again, we're getting further and further continuation to the downside, but as the dollar continues to move down, we will get these small pumps to the upside or these bounces. And when that happens, expect retracement out of Bitcoin and the altcoins. Now, we're heading towards, or definitely heading towards, another pump out of the dollar. So the dollar should get a little pump here at any time. And if it does, it looks like we might have already done it up to the 618. So we might be heading down just a bit further. So let's go see how much further down the dollar could be headed from here in the near term. Long term, it's definitely headed down. We're going to be somewhere in the 80% range over the next few months. But if it continues further down, first we'll see it stop right around 91%. And then, if it heads to the 1618, we could see a dollar below the 90% on the index. So this dollar chart is definitely looking bullish. We are getting some very volatile sideways consolidation here really since July. But as the Fed continues to print money, buy up stocks, inflate the stock market, make people think everything's all good, the dollar is going to become more and more and more inflated. And in that, we will notice it in other assets like Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies, and as well as gold and silvers. So let's go ahead and move that chart back. Okay, let's take a peek at KSM. KSM looking great. Now I entered in here on the aggressive buy. That was my buy one, hoping to get a buy two, but we are here and we're sitting pretty right at about 26-27% profit on KSM. YFI. Now YFI, I was expecting another move to the downside and a re-entry point here, but we might not get it. It looks like YFI, well, we might get it. We'll see. It looked to be in a triangle here. This trend line is positioned the way it is due to Fibonacci extensions and also due to GAN support and resistance that you don't see. Let's go ahead and check out DOT. So DOT is one of my favorite projects. It looks like we're getting the retest of this upper trend line. So right now would actually be a great entry point for DOT. So we're looking at some insane targets for DOT. Our T1 here, right at about a 44% move at our buy entry point here. So we might even miss our entry point completely. We are going to wait and see what happens with Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance over the next few hours or days. Our target 2 is an 80% move from our entry point if we make our entry point. And then our target 3 right around 59 or 60,000 sats. And we are hoping to get a nice bounce out of DOT in the meantime. But all right, guys, that is it. If you are a member of the trading group, I post these trade setups for Bitcoin, altcoins, and Ethereum every day. We've been pretty profitable in the group. I also have some automated trading strategy channels that I can set up for you custom, or I can invite you to the ones that are already rolling. Back tests are great. We're sitting right around 60-70% profitable with well over 1,000% total profit in every single one of these trades. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and shoot me an email, johnny@3candlecollective.com. Info is down below. If you want to join the Telegram chat, the invite link is down below as well. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow.